And all praises to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua by Hashem HaRachakodash. Double honors to our apostles and elders, Harry Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the Lord's hopefully elect soul. The beloved Elder Yashua Wamba had shared a short snippet of this video titled Trump and Musk Exposed the Government's Secret War Against Yahweh. Gonna play a little bit of it, and it made me think of a quote that Elder Demashpat said, or he likes to say, well, you heard the elder say, but I remember when I last watched this video, he was talking about how the wicked, they don't rest. And it's a true statement, and here's you're gonna see why. Here's a how do you say a view of what these devils do behind closed doors.
And this is why these people are freaking out, because they want Elon Musk and Trump to stop. What are they afraid of? The Biden administration, they also spent $241 million on transgender animal testing. Watch this. I want to start with you, Mr. Goodman. You said you have estimated over $20 billion in taxpayer money wasted on ineffective animal research. Is that correct, sir? Yes. Wow. That's a lot. That's more than I thought. Mr. Goodman, did you also say that it was your estimation that $241 million was spent for transgender animal testing? Yes, and that's, I would say, is the floor, not the ceiling, because the information on federal databases is pretty incomplete. So you think we're going to find out that it was much more money than that for transgender animal testing? Yes. Can you describe what exactly the American people's taxpayer dollars were spent on regarding transgender animal testing? Yeah, in a lot of these cases, there involve mice, rats, monkeys who are being surgically mutilated and subjected to hormone therapies to mimic female to male or male to female gender transitions. Gender-affirming hormone therapies, and then looking at the biological, psychological, and physiological effects of the gender transitions, looking at the effects of taking vaccines after you've transitioned these animals from male to female or female to male, looking at the size of their genitals changing after you've put them on estrogen or testosterone therapies to transition them. And in the case that the example the chairwoman gave, there was a $1.1 million grant to give female lab rats testosterone to mimic transgender male humans and then overdose them with this party drug to see if animals who were female animals taking testosterone were more likely to overdose on the sex party drug than animals who were not taking testosterone. Are you shocked? I am, because this is crazy. This is animal cruelty. You essentially needed a degree in information technology to navigate the federal spending databases to find any of this stuff. So what you found is we're not being very transparent with what we're spending these funds on? Not at all, and it's by design. Did you say that Dr. Fauci, in your estimation, had funded close to 95% of these animal research projects? Yeah, in our analysis, Dr. Fauci funded about 95% of the transgender animal experiments. Okay, I found in some research that the EPA under President Trump is planning to reduce the agency's animal testing by 30% by 2025 and completely by 2035. Mr. Goodman, can you explain why that's a win for the American taxpayer? Absolutely. Animal testing is incredibly time-intensive, inaccurate, and expensive, and it's not very good at predicting the human health effects or environmental effects of chemicals and pesticides. And right now, what we are doing to test human effects is poisoning lab animals, forcing them to breathe wildfire smoke simulated in a laboratory by burning different types of foliage and pumping into animals' cages, making them obese to simulate what it would be like for obese people to be exposed to wildfire smoke, shooting off handguns and rifles and forcing animals to breathe the emissions and gun control experiments, and the list goes on and on. And that's what...
Okay, and I'm sure the elder covered that in one of his lessons. But yeah, so like I said, I was watching Elder Damashpa's lesson, or I last remembered him saying this when he did a lesson. I believe it was titled "Don't Be the Napkin Guy," and we talk about, just like the elder talked about, this devil doesn't rest, and that just made me think, like, of course, yeah, these devils, they damn sure don't rest, as you can hear and clearly see what it is that they're doing. Now, you got to also know this is that the devil, these devils, right, the wicked elite, like he mentioned, Dr. Fauci, that's responsible for all that. You got the gates of hell, you got Donald Trump. When you really look at these devils, you'll see that they're all just about up in age, meaning they're moving. Okay, they are moving because they want to see this agenda in full fruition before before they pass. Like they already lost what, like Rockefeller. This is according to the news, right? They already lost a number of Rockefellers already, and they know that they're not getting any younger. And Trump is like what, like 82 years old or something like that, around that. Um, Biden is up there. All these devils, they are all up in age, and they don't like. And here's what you got to understand: they know what's next for them. These devils actually know what's next for them. This is what fuels them to do what it is they do. So you'll hear something like that and be like, "What the hell?" If you don't know any better, you just say, "Why are they so adamant on doing something like this?" It's because you got to understand this. These devils know that their time is up. They know that they are having a war with Yahweh, while Yahweh Shai, and that they are losing. And they know that the ultimate end for them is that they will be put down and they will be put into slavery and subjection. So their goal today, okay, is, as you can see, to turn out creation. They want to turn out creation. They want to figure out how to destroy the creation of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. And one of the methods they want to use is turning them out, turning the men to women and the women and the men, and they will spend, as you can see, they're spending millions of dollars, okay, to experiment to try to find an answer on how they can destroy the creation of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. This is what they're doing, around the clock access, because they're up in age. You got to remember, they don't rest. They don't sleep easy because time is truly not on their side. And they understand that. They know that every passing day is one day closer to their downfall, is one day closer to them meeting their maker for all of us. But he's coming for Yahweh Shai, our creator, is coming for our stead. He's coming on our behalf, and he's coming to fight them. And they know that. So what do you think motivates them every single day? Do you think that they're satisfied with a normal day? Okay, today was a good day and to go to sleep. No, they need every step closer to figuring out how to bring this idea of new world order, the image of the beast, to life. And every day they need to push forward, because when they see their wicked leaders dying, they know that it's only a matter of time for them, and they want to see it in action. So you just don't know really what they're doing behind the scenes every passing day. So like the point of the elder's lesson was to be exhorted to stay on your game, because this devil, he ain't slacking on his game. He's a devil 100% of the time, 24 hours a day. So you got to make sure you're on your game 100% of the time. This devil is perfect in his wickedness. He is. He's perfect in his wickedness on the left-hand side, while we, which represent the righteous of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, we got to strive for perfection on the right-hand side. We have to, because this devil ain't sleeping. All right. So this is Proverbs 4, verse 14. It says, "Enter not into the path of the wicked, and go not in the way of evil men. Avoid it, pass not by it, turn from it, and pass away. For they sleep not, except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away unless they cause some to fall." You understand? They can't sleep unless they know that they've afflicted someone, or they cause harm to someone, or they're one step closer to ruining someone's lives. They can't sleep unless they do it. They can't. They're not like us. They would. You get tired. You go to sleep. Okay. I wonder how tomorrow gonna be. They don't think that. They're sweating. They're panicking. They're angry because they know that every step closer, every day that they don't have people in microchips, is a day closer to them. That they're going to see the grave, and they want to see it in their lifetime. Just look up the interview with Aaron Russo when he talked about Nick Rockefeller. He told him, he said, listen, you have everything you could ever want. You have all the money and all the resources you could ever want. Why can't you just live a normal life and just be okay? He said Nick Rockefeller said, man, we want everybody in microchipped, meaning we want everybody in slavery. Okay, they're not happy with a normal life. They want people in slavery. This is what they want, and they want to oppose everything that's called Yahweh, which we'll read. Verse 17, it says, for they eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence. This is what they do. This is what they're known for. Them Israelis, them Amalekites, they literally go out and kill hundreds, thousands of Ishmaelites, Palestinians every day, and go home and to them they like, okay, now I can go to sleep. I can't go to sleep unless I killed at least one of them. They'll go and kill hundreds of people and then go sit at the damn dinner table like it was nothing. These are some stone cold devils you're dealing with here. They're not happy that them Amalekites over there, killing them Palestinians, basically committing the genocide as they're trying to force over there, the apartheid. They're angry. They don't have time. In their eyes, they don't have time to wait. They don't have time to pull a ceasefire. What they set up and what they staged back in October was an excuse for them to do what they've always wanted to do, which is to pick up the sword. That's what they want to do. That's why they buried you notice that only for that first week they talked about how the border even got breached. And then next thing you know, nobody talks about it anymore. Right? Because in actuality, that border was so tight that it shouldn't be breached. So if it got breached, it's because you let something happen, which means you staged it. But guess what? They'll bury that. Why? Because they need the excuse to attack. They need the excuse to kill. They're not satisfied until they put the whole world in subjection. This is the man you're dealing with. He's not like us. He's not like an Israelite. He's not okay with just things being what they are. He's not okay with the world flourishing, creatures happy, people happy. He's not okay with that. He wants people in slavery. He doesn't like to see order. He doesn't like the fact that the Lord, Yahweh Yahushua, gives us everything we need every single day in the earth in abundance, and he does it for free. The things you pay for every month, like electricity, gas, water, the Lord provides that for us every day for free. The devil doesn't like that. He seeks to control that. He wants to put an end to that. He wants to corrupt that. And he'll do whatever it takes to get his way. So the scripture says that this man is he's that pale horse and the red horse of death. So if he want to achieve this agenda of putting people in concentration camps in smart cities, he'll derail those trains full of chemicals to pollute the water source, to get people who live off the grid to move them into the cities. He'll light a fire to your chicken farms, to your egg farms. He'll light a fire to your damn cities. He'll burn it down. He'll crash those planes by means of trying to set fear into people for traveling, to prevent people from traveling. He will take as many lives and do these things to achieve his goal. These devils are not resting. They'll spend billions of dollars to try to figure out how to genetically modify and alter a creature to turn them out, completely just turn them out. They don't like creation that the Lord created. They don't like to see the order. They don't like to see the peace. They anger and they grit their teeth at the idea of you being able to be self-sustainable by using the earth that the Lord created you. The earth provides you your food, the earth provides you your water, your electricity, the sun, all those things. That angers them. They want control. They don't like the idea of people being free. That's why anybody who talks about before starting their own currency What does the devil do? Now it's time to come and kill. You see, that's his attitude. And then once you understand the type of man you're dealing with, then you'll understand the warning that the Lord gave. The warning that the Lord gave, okay, is to warn you Israelites. The type of man you dealing with. He's Cain. Go back to the beginning. Cain slew Abel because Abel's work was righteous and his wasn't. He was the first recorded murderer. He's a sore loser. His idea isn't let me do what I have to do to please the Lord. No, his idea is you more righteous than I'm going to slay you. Right? Revelation 12:12, as Yahweh Shah says, he says, therefore rejoice ye heavens and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. Their time is up. These devils, and remind you, just notice they're all up in age. So they're panicking every day. Where are we at with the scientific genetic modification of the mice and turning them into transgenders, and we need to know what it's like if we make them inhale gunpowder smoke and wildfire smoke. We need to know what that effects does to the body so we can use it against you. What is soy doing? You put soy in the food. So every day they study to try to figure out how to destroy you and to destroy life. We was talking about it at camp, but they have several things in place to try to attack testicles in the spermicide of testicles with high frequency, with the 5G, all these things, soy and all the food. That's to attack the life, and as well as a woman's womb. Yeah, man. Once you understand the devil that you're dealing with, then you understand exactly why he's moving the way he's moving. It's because time isn't on his side. Imagine being in a position where you know that the Lord is telling you and prophesying against you, and he told you, I'm coming back to fight you personally, and I'm going to put you in slavery, and you're going down for good. In his hand, and he has the power right now. What do you think he's going to do? He's going to do everything in his power to oppose the Lord. And he's going to say, look, damn it, I'm going to make sure there is no planet to inhabit if I'm going down. If I'm losing, then we're all losing. That's his attitude. So the Lord is telling you, you Israelites, the reason this man is going to move with such fierce wrath and anger is because he knows his time is up, man. So you got to understand, these devils aren't resting, and they're up in age. So if anything, they're really speeding things up. They're not satisfied with the normal day of, okay, we did this, we did that. Okay, today was a good day. They're like, no, where are we at with the mosquitoes? And we need to get the shit moving. We need to get shit going. Okay, time is not on our side. And I want to see this new order. I want to see this microchip enforced. So we need to speed things up now. You understand? At 2 Thessalonians 2, just 1 point, verse 4, it says, who opposes and exalteth himself above all that is called Yahweh, or that is worship, so that he as Yahweh sitteth in the temple of Yahweh, showing himself that he is Yahweh. And Yahweh in the scriptures, he's the omnipotent. The word omni means all, potent means powerful, all powerful. So when he opposes all that is called Yahweh, all that is called all powerful, that's exactly what he's doing. He's trying to figure out how to turn out animals, turn out creatures, turn them into trannies. The Lord created order. He's trying to create disorder. This is how he thinks. This is what they breathe. Okay, you can't make sense of it. They're just, as the scripture says, vessels of dishonor. They're the devil. Fact, that's just the fact. Okay. Romans 9. Verse 21. Have not the potter power over the clay of the same lump to make one vessel unto honor and to another unto dishonor? What if Yahweh, willing to show his wrath and to make his power known, endureth with much long suffering the vessels of wrath fitted for destruction? Those are the Edomites. and that he might make known the riches of his glory on the vessels of mercy, which he had afore prepared unto glory. Even us, the Israelites, we are the vessels of mercy. We are the vessels of honor. The Edomites are the vessels of dishonor. As he said, Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. It says, even us, whom he have called, not of the Jews only, but also of the Gentiles, which are talking about Israelites. Sirach chapter 14, verse 16, it says, there is none worse than he that envieth himself, and this is a recompense of his wickedness. And if he doeth good, he doeth it unwillingly, and at the last he will declare his wickedness. So all they know is evil. All they know is wickedness. If they do any good, as the scripture says, it's unwillingly. It's not intentional. It was an accident, as you can say. It wasn't part of the plan. As if you read that in the GNT, verse 6, it says, no one is worse than someone who is stingy with himself. It is a sin that brings its own punishment. When such a person does something good, it is only by accident. His selfishness will sooner or later be evident. And Esau Edom, as the scripture says, is a man that cannot and will not be satisfied. As Habakkuk 2 and 4 said, behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. Yea, also because he transgresses by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlarges his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gather unto him all nations, and heap to him all people. So the devil is never satisfied. This wicked, he knows his time is up. He is not resting. You see what they're doing behind the scenes. You see what they're doing with your tax dollars. What a waste of money, but to them it's not a waste, because they're just doing what they're created to do. They're just the vessels of dishonor, the vessels of Satan, and they're looking and actively trying to oppose all that is called the Lord and turn out creation. Turn it out, okay? Stop the world from bringing forth fruit to have people survive freely, to put people in slavery, and to turn them out, to turn people gay and to make it normal, transgender, all that. This is his world. Satan runs this world. And he's using his vessels of dishonor, which are the Edomites, to fulfill his dream, to oppose all that is called Yahweh. So, and he's never satisfied, period. He doesn't rest unless he caused something to harm. They're not satisfied, like he said, like Nick Rockefeller said, we ain't satisfied till all y'all in chips. You see, and the Lord said that I'm coming to fight you, and I'm coming to put you in slavery, and I'm coming to put you down. And they know that. So what do you think that motivates them every single day to push things forward? So just keep that in mind. Like the elder said, this devil doesn't, he doesn't slack when it comes to being a devil. Okay, he's the 100% devil that he's supposed to be on the left-hand side. So we that represent the righteous, we got to stay on our game and make sure that we represent 100% perfection to the best of our ability and righteousness, man. Yeah, man. So understand, this devil, he don't rest, man. So neither should we when it comes to doing that which is right and speaking that which is right. With that, shalom.